This is the city of dreamers, and time and again it's the place where the greatest dream of all, the American dream, has been tested and has triumphed. On September 11, 2001, thousands of first responders heroically rushed to the scene and saved tens of thousands of lives. More than 400 of those first responders did not make it out alive. In rushing into those burning buildings, not one of them asked, "What God do you pray to? What beliefs do you hold?" Nobody is going to delegate a lot of power to a secretary that they can't control. We may not always agree with every one of our neighbors. That's life, and it's part of living in such a diverse and dense city. But we also recognize that part of being a New Yorker is living with your neighbors in mutual respect and tolerance. It was exactly that spirit of openness and acceptance that was attacked on 9/11, 2001. I think if you look at people, whether in business or government, who haven't had any moral compass, who've just changed to say whatever they thought the popular thing was, in the end they're losers. I think we are not serious about attacking the long-term debt problem, and that's one of the things that he's going to have to find a way to get on the agenda. Whatever you may think of the proposed mosque and community center, lost in the heat of the debate has been a basic question. Should government attempt to deny private citizens the right to build a house of worship on private property based on their particular religion? And because no matter who you are, if you believe in yourself and your dream, New York will always be the place for you. When the founding fathers arrived here in Philadelphia to forge a new nation, they didn't come as Democrats or Republicans or to nominate a presidential candidate. They came as patriots who feared party politics. And I think the more money you put in people's hands, the more they will spend. And if they don't spend it, they invest it. And investing it is another way of creating jobs. It puts money into mutual funds or other kinds of banks that can go out and make loans, and we need to do that. We would betray our values and play into our enemies' hands if we were to treat Muslims differently than anyone else. In fact, to cave to popular sentiment would be to hand a victory to the terrorists, and we should not stand for that. Last I looked, and I'm not a candidate, but last time I checked reading about the Constitution, the Electoral College has nothing to do with parties, has absolutely nothing to do with parties. Its most states are winners take all. No place epitomizes the American experience and the American spirit more than New York City. I'm trying to change the culture in New York City. That's hard enough. I'm not going to run for president. No way. no how. If you really believe that you're making a difference and that you can leave a legacy of better schools and jobs and safer streets, why would you not spend the money? The objective is to improve the schools, bring down crime, build affordable housing, clean the streets, not to have a fair fight. There is no accountability today, no willingness to focus on big ideas. I will say that walking down the street, getting on the subway, taking the elevator, if there's one or two people and they say, "Great job, Mayor," that is a real turn on. I mean, anybody that wouldn't find that satisfying, rewarding, exciting, thrilling, I think they should see the doctor. Trees will improve property values, take pollutants out of the air, help with water runoff. We've shown the world that New York can never be defeated, because of its dynamic and diverse population and because it embodies the spirit of enterprise and the love of liberty. And because no matter who you are, if you believe in yourself and your dream, New York will always be the place for you. You have to take away some of tax breaks for the wealthy, and you have to cut back on some entitlements. Because, unless we do all of these things, it just doesn't work. And what's good theater and what's good politics isn't necessarily good economic policy. I don't know why you should be proud of something. It doesn't make you any better or worse. You are what you are. You know, if it's a three-way race, the public has more choice than if it's a two-way race, and has more choice in a two-way race than a one-way race. I've got the greatest job in the world. There's no other job in government where cause and effect is so tightly coupled, where you can make a difference every day in so many different ways and in so many different people's lives. It's a great challenge. Taxes are not good things, but if you want services, somebody's got to pay for them, so they're a necessary evil. Many of America's and New York's sons and daughters are around the world fighting for the freedoms that the Statue of Liberty stands for. These endless legal challenges that define elections in New York are a joke in this country, and they are the reason why it is so expensive, or one of the reasons it's so expensive to run here and why so many people decide not to run. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.